you, that, grounds you, that you need to have that. Otherwise, you're going to go crazy. Two people that are doing the same thing, I don't think that they're gonna last. So that's what I need. I need my counterpart.
Because when we talk about the amount that we travel, and for those listening that don't know, working on the corporate side of adult, particularly in the roles that Andra and I are in, I went to 27 conferences last year, and every conference is either in a different state or a different country, and I know that Andra went to more than I did, a lot more. I've rocking around 40 within a year.
Yeah.
So
I lost count.
It's a lot of travel. It's a lot of not being at home. And I know that when I've thought about having relationships, it's like, wouldn't it be great if it was someone in the industry that could be at the same conferences as you? But, as you just mentioned before, then that person has to be extremely mature, because part of the role, part of networking is flirting in a very innocent manner. But, that's as women in a male-led industry, you flirt. The men flirt. I flirt with women. I flirt with you. It's just business. It's how you are. It's how you have people warm to you. So like you were saying, is that balance between, do you have somebody at home that you see very, very rarely, or do you have somebody that's in the same industry as you that has to witness, all the working and the schmoozing? I'm sure there was a question in there somewhere.
Well, it's not easy. The statement is it's not
easy.
And I guess I absolutely agree, Andrew, in terms of you sort of putting it alongside, someone going out and performing, in terms of, being a basketball player or going out to perform concerts. You could be away. Maybe you're not necessarily away for a couple of months, but you're going away perhaps a week here and a week there. And so it's about, is it possible then to find someone who can come home to, isn't it, I guess? And
I mean, I sure hope so, really. I really, really hope so. Because it started to, honestly, like, this is girl talk, right? Nobody's listening to this. So it started being tiring to just go home and it's an empty house. It's tiring. I sure hope so. I see it. Sometimes it happens in the industry. You see these, nice couples still being together, still going strong. People from the industry, or people that are from the industry with people that are not from the industry. I think it's possible, but like you mentioned, Leah, it takes a degree of matureness to understand what this is happening, because it's not only for people in adult. It's not only when we're going to conferences. Right? It's after we come back from the conferences. We're 3 days, we're dead. And we have to do the follow-ups. And we have to do that. And it's all over again. And before the conference, a week, 2 weeks before, you have to plan the trip and everything. And for someone to be with someone like how we are, or bless their hearts, because it's a lot. And it takes I hope that, I can create that connection in my lifetime, hopefully. Otherwise, Cyprus, where I live, is full of cats, so I might as well just, adopt them all.
We're building a community, and we're getting married and living with adopting cats. It's fine.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree.
Oh, it's a good question, because I don't know. What's your longest relationship?
5 years.
And was that pre-industry or post-industry?
Pre-industry.
Of course, because you've been in the industry around 5 years. And how did that ended before you entered into the other industry, or did that end because?
Yeah, no. It ended when I was 24, I think, 24, 25. The reason why it ended, he was my best friend. And we knew each other since we were 13. We grew up together. He was my first boyfriend, my first everything. And at one point, we were just waking up and looking at each other and being like, okay, let's hang out with people, because we couldn't, stand, not stand, but we weren't, there was no passion, there was no nothing. And bless his heart, he has a son now, and he's married, and he's very happy, and that's amazing. But yeah, we ended it because it was just the amount of friendship and respect. And at 24, God, you need to get everything unscrambled and scrambled, and you don't want.
Too young.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like there's been any kind of pattern to your relationships, or has there? They all seem very different.
Oh no, there is a pattern. I choose the wrong men.
Is that the connecting factor?
Yeah.
Just that simple thing, hey? Just that little simple
Yeah, emotional and available, problems with reaching out. I don't know. Their girlfriend from high school, from mid school, broke their heart, then they can't love again. I don't know.
The emotionally avoidant ones, the ones who kind of are a challenge, even though perhaps because they're
no.
Maybe.
My therapist told me this because I do the same. She said it's because it is it's like an emotional safety net, because you know that they'll never really give you what you want, so therefore you'll never really get hurt. You always fucking
absolutely. You and I, we had this conversation 2 days ago when you were saying to me in a text, you are sabotaging yourself again. This is what we're doing. It's when it's too good to be true, and if it's too good, we need to fuck it up. We need to do something to fuck it up. So I wouldn't say that there's a pattern for the men. They were just unlucky to meet me. I would say that.
Yeah.
But I think, as you're saying, is that being drawn to that particular type, which is filling that unconscious need in that sense of that repetition. Of, this is where I'm going to end up. It's a safe place, I know, potentially, and that can be our wonderful unconscious.
You can get burned by the same thing. You just get used to the burn, so you know how it feels.
I don't think you get used to it. Do you get used to it?
You just do.
Still hurt.
You just do.
Yeah.
Just do. At one point, you just do.
I guess that's that's the compulsive nature of ourselves sometimes in relationships, and this is including lots of us, in terms of how we have those early patterns. And they get fixed, and sometimes through therapy or doing a lot of personal stuff. It's kind of recognizing that, but then it's also about whether you're wanting to change it as well, because that's risky in itself.
Yeah,
it's scary. You've been used to, it for the last 15, 20 years. You've known only that, so it's scary. How do you change this? How do you get out of this loop? This is the thing.
Yeah. No, well, you and I both know from the many, many texts we send each other every single day that we are both in the same loop. So yeah. And it is hard, and it is just human nature, to repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a positive end.
But I guess it's kind of anything.
Sorry.
A couple of minutes left. Anything you would like to sort of say to people before we kind of wrap up? Or
look, I know that this is like the most depressing thing that we've been talking about. Oh, there's no, the things that we talked about. But I'm the most romantic person you'll ever meet. I still believe in, after a fight, he's waiting in front of your house with flowers. And I still believe that, people are meant to do good things. And I just refuse to think that special kind of love is not there for everyone, for each and every one of us. And okay, it might come later. It might come at 50, at 30, at 70, but it will come. So, and if it's not gonna be from another person, it's just about you loving yourself enough that you just love yourself that much that you don't need anyone else's love. Or you
Uh,
have, a good friend like Leah that's always there for support.
I was going to say, I'll be outside the house with flowers.
There we go.
So I'm going to wrap up and just thank you so, so much, because I know that you are taking a mini vacay, and I really, really appreciate you still giving us your time today. So thank you so, so much. And if you would like to find Andra on Twitter, it's Andra PR Kiru, ANDRAPRKIRU. I feel like I should be on Sesame Street there, or at so yeah, just huge. And again, for everyone listening, thank you so much for listening to Pineapple Talk on Society Bites Radio. And if you want to learn more about Pineapple Support, visit pineapplesupport.org. Thank you.
Thanks, Andra.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.